Ladies and gentlemen, I salute you from the studios of Pilot Ryan and Captain Mike for episode number 36 of the RC Pilots Lounge. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Everybody got me? You got me? Well, you guys there's 31 folks in here already. It's really nice when I can start the stream off of a already predetermined setup. Mike Kennedy's working, unfortunately. Good to see you here. Keith Christie, Jeff's Custom RC, Hangar 51, David Parker, Bob DeGood, Jeff's Custom RC with the emojis, Michael Rajka, Dennis Farley, Lon, Hangar Rats in the house. 9 months in a row, ladies and gentlemen. John Rothberg, what is going on? David Parker, I'm not sure if I said that already. Ethan RC, what is going on? What a day. I'm feeling last week. Stuart, what's going on? Last week, what happened was I was at the field. I was working all day long, regular job, and then with Captain Mike, got home, just ate way too fast, put the kids to bed. It's just crazy. Randy, what's up? Carlos Rodriguez. Yeah, we're here tonight for the Arrows RC 1100 millimeter P-51 Mustang, as well as some news we're going to talk about. Aventador 2004, Rick Madison, what is up? Sean Fiol, Fred Barron, 9 months, labor of love. Oh, goodness. So, by the way, I did take a peek. No big deal. Just blowing up on Twitter. I did take a peek at Inside the Box. I wanted to see, and I couldn't wait. What's this? Hey, Nicholas Glorioso. Did you get your maiden flight off on your F-22 this week? Is that what I gathered on Facebook, my friend? Aventador, can't wait to see the plane. Also, Aventador, we'll unbox it here, but I'll do an official build on the channel, and you'll see that probably next week. Mary Boozer in the house. Reckham Roy's RC. Sean Fiol, have I ever flown an Arrows P-51 before? No, but I've flown other P-51s this size, and this is the absolute best looking P-51 this size there is. See, you guys, some of you will remember Horizon had the 1100 millimeter P-51 that was full house flaps and retracts for a little while. And then the 1200 millimeter stuff came. 1200 millimeter stuff kicked its butt. Looked way good. FMS help on the designs. Papa Boozer in the house. On approach, Philip Hinkle trying to get his P-51 up in the air. I can't wait. I can't wait. The Trojan is nice. Nicholas flew his e-flite Cherokee maiden flight today. Awesome. Victor Shameless was trying to get my F4 ready again, but the ESC is not working with my 8S JP setup today, but was working okay when I installed it. Which ESC do you have for that, Victor? The one thing about the JP fan versus if you had the ESC set up for the Freewing 8S, it's an in-runner. The JP stuff is outrunner. Dave Archer, what is happening? Ethan RC says he's getting an e-flite Pulse 15E soon from the Amazon store. I'm kidding. He didn't say Amazon store, but I wish he did. Randy, I'll leave that one there. I'm looking for a FMS P-51B canopy. Yes, I'm rebuilding her. Oh, bummer. Yeah, Mrs. Boozer. Yeah, it worked fine tonight. I don't know how I missed that before. I really don't know. Victor Shameless says a 160 amp Castle. Kevin J. RC Weavin put a full day of manual labor in at the club today. Yeah, we had more wind today than we did last week. I stayed home and took all the snow gear off the tractor, took the chains off, took the weights off the wheels, took the snow blade off, and put the deck on. Jeff Nichols maidened his Phase 3 P-38 today. I was nervous all week. Flew like a dream from the Chuck. There's not a whole lot of people that maybe remember that Phase 3 P-38, but that was like one of the first nice kits I bought myself. Phase 3 P-38. Man, that's actually a really nice bird. I thought it was huge. It was like, 43 inches or something? 43-inch wingspan on a twin fixed gear. But, man, it looked really nice. Dave Kaliski, can I say that out loud? Nicholas said it was really windy in upstate New York. Gust to 40 here in Oklahoma. Dave Kaliski bought an FMS P-47 off the Amazon store. Got it assembled and it's ready to fly. Just need better weather. It's a fantastic flyer. Hopefully you guys saw my maiden this week. And what's up, Mom? Good to see you. Jordan Dahl in the house, scooped snow for 2 hours. You must be in Minnesota. Goodness. Eric Rogers, what is up? Lee Davidson, windy in Toronto. Mary Boozer, RC broke the flex jet today. Oh my goodness, we'll get into that. Great to see you flying the P-47, says Grossman. Yeah, I appreciate that. I saw your comment. You know what? If Charlie Brown needs a lift, we'll have to let him. We'll have to let him see that video. RC this says, yo, from Western Kentucky. Haven't seen you here before. Welcome. Boy, if you're here and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and consider doing so. Bob the Good. I'm going to paint there's so much going on. I'm always so looking forward to this show, guys. I am just tickled you're all here. We've got 75 folks in here. My chat went off without a hitch today. I'm so glad. Who asked me about the P-47? I'm debating on whether or not I need to keep it a surprise, but I'll probably just tell you. Yeah, hit the like button. Lee Davidson, you guys better just quit counting on Mike to be here. His priorities are not where mine are. He's lovely. I love him. He's my bro. I talk to him all the time, but he's a busy guy. And when things settle down, he'll be here. He'll be here. Nobody's getting a divorce, but he's got a lot of his own pursuits he's chasing, and he helps me when he can. I mean, Adam shot for me the other day, but Mike's my guy. We go way back. Randy wants to see me airbrush. I don't know if I'm going to show you that until I learn it, but after talking to Boozers, I'm probably going to paint that P-47 with rattle cans first and then rely on the airbrush to do weathering and stuff, unless I buy another airbrush that holds more paint. But yeah, Mary Boozer says he hit LVC. Must have been having too much fun and ripped out the landing gear. Hey, Boozer, before I get into something else, before I forget, what's your show tomorrow? Jeff says bottom feed holds more paint. Wings 88, what's going on, man? Hey, Ron, you hanging out with RC Jetworks boys this weekend, is that right? Oh, you guys are the best. So, don't know yet. It'll be a surprise. I understand that feeling. What time? At least tell us what time. Nice. Dave Archer's picking up 3 e-flite 60 motors and ESCs tomorrow for his Great Plains Zero, Hangar 9 Hellcat, and Texan. 8 p.m. Eastern time, as always, on the Mary Boozer RC channel. Stuart Perk's got a P40, P47 Avanti, 2 C-130s, something I don't know what it is, and a DC-3 to maiden. Come on, New York, dry our field up, please. I want some fun. Dennis Farley, how to set a timer on IX12. That must be a joke for Boozer's channel. Hanger Rats, even when the weather is nice. Yes, man. Picked up a 6S60C with no shipping. Hey, way to go, Ron. Those batteries are sweet. You're lucky you had some because they don't last. They go fast. Yeah, Boozers, I'll always pop in the show as soon as I get the kids down. Outdoors, man, going to get a new 4C battery tomorrow from rcjetworks.com, I hope. Wings88 says he watched Andy Grease the Viper. The turbine version or the electric? I'm wanting to get, after I worked up those turbine videos of the Viper, people get on me for saying turbine instead of turbine. But, I mean, really, there's more things in the world wrong than my pronunciation of turbine. Turbine sounds like a windmill. What are we in Holland? It's a turbine, man. No, it's not a hat. Anyway, after watching those videos, and I'm cool with electrics. Nothing wrong with the turbines. I love them, but I'm not gonna change gears for me personally. What's really neat about that aircraft is that it's also an electric offering as well. And I want to get one. But I think the Boozers have an angle on one perhaps, and they're going to beat me to it, bastards. But I'll probably do one anyway if I get one. So, all right, this is the time in the program. We've been in it for 12 minutes. I'm going to hit John Rogers. What's going up? What's going on? Fred Mudbud. Papa Boozer says, hit the like button, dudes. Deuces Wild, Paul Hatcher, what is going on? So let's plug a little bit for a second. The Papa Boozer drew up a design for me a while ago for Stick 'em Monkey Pants. I'm not sure. Some of you guys might have saw it. I gave that image to Mike. This is early on in the t-shirt design thing for me, and we didn't work it up. We didn't get it to the proper file, whatever. Well, since then, Lori Boozer has learned how to rock on design stuff, design programs. So we finished up like a collaboration today via FaceTime on the phone. I already hung out with the Boozers today, Lori and Papa and Wesley, and we dialed in the Stick 'em Monkey Pants t-shirt. So if you go to Teespring, there's a short sleeve offering and a long sleeve offering, and you can pick whatever color you want. But I got like a squadron patch style Stick 'em Monkey Pants, which is Papa Boozer artwork original on the front, like squadron patch style, and then the artwork really big on the back, just without the circle, so to say. Check that out on the Teespring store if you'd like. It's cool, man. Papa Boozer drew that up for me a while ago, and with Lori's help, I was glad to see that finally make it to the store. Dave Kowishki dropping links to Teespring. Thank you so much for that. Stick 'em Monkey Pants. Perfect. Fred picked up the Ultra Micro V22 Osprey. One of the Farley boys says he replaced his Mustang. That's cool. Paul says rain there all day. Oh, yeah, paint scheme. Tuskegee Airman inspired P-47 is what I'm thinking. So a lot of you guys think about Red Tails and you think about Mustangs. They flew everything. A lot of aircraft. So there's some I like green on my P-47s and gray on the bottom, kind of that like allied scheme, right? So red tail, gray on the bottom, wavy gravy, and then green on the top, and then weather the bejeebies out of it. And then the cowl's red too, just the yolk, you know what I mean? The front and the spinner. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. It's basically going to be the same green that you see on it now, but all over except for the bottom. So I'm excited about it. There's also 2 yellow stripes down the top of the wing, just little yellow bands. I actually think they probably go on the bottom too. It's very much like the red tail Mustang scheme, except it's going to be green on top and gray on the bottom. Fred Barron has the ME262 FMS 1400 P40, 1600 Corsair, 980 P47, 1100 Bearcat, 980 Pitts, soon the 1200 P39 and more. I want to try that P39 out. One of you guys asked me if I would do your P39 and put lights in it for you. Man, I could teach you, but I'd have to charge. Something like that. 81, we're doing pretty good. We're going to unbox this darling P-51 in a little bit, but I want to talk to you about something that's coming up in a couple weeks. Giveaway. Hobby Zone. They're going to give away 2 airplanes. Remember, I talked to you guys before. This is really cool, guys. I talked to you before about interviewing the CEO of Hobby Zone, the guy who's responsible, the team that's responsible for bringing this Arrows RC stuff to market, which I'm just over the moon about. There being more offerings in this size and price point, and also prop planes. That's very exciting. So they want to do a giveaway, 2 airplanes. Stay tuned to this channel. We're still coming up with the criteria. It's going to be, you have to be here to win. And I'll say this, although I'm not sure it's exactly going to be what's up for criteria to win, but we want to keep it simple. I think definitely need to be a subscriber here. You should subscribe to the Arrows RC YouTube channel as well. Also, get your email address on the Hobby Zone emailer. So when they put out information, you get it. You'll know what's up with new releases on the Arrows stuff and everything else. So that's 3 things that I want to happen for anybody who's going to be a winner. We're going to finalize that stuff, but it's going to culminate in a giveaway that's done live right here in the chat on the 27th of this month. We're going to give away a P-51 Mustang, this one here that I'm going to show you, and then also a yet to be announced aircraft, more than likely. But at least it's going to be 2 planes, regardless of whatever. There's always shipping logistics and things like that, but it's going to be so cool. And the best part, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to Minnesota headquarters for Hobby Zone to do the giveaway with the CEO in person. So not next Saturday show, but the Saturday after, we're going live, Hanger Rats, from Minnesota. RC Pilots Lounge is on the road. You guys as a community respond so heartily, and I feel like there's so much buying power in all of you guys. We're all avid modelers. We're all into this so hard. I'm super, I want to be able to read all the comments, but I'm just so pumped about going to Minnesota with you guys and doing the show and doing the giveaway. I'm just over the moon. I think it's the coolest thing that this show has done so good, and that we've done such a good job with Arrows RC that they're taking us on the road. How cool is that? You guys are responsible. I'm nothing without you guys. How about that? Sign your permission slip. You don't have to go to Minnesota. You just have to be on the chat like every time. The YouTube channel is a URL. It goes with me wherever I go. Jeff's customer see, can we go? Yeah, online. Come with us. Take a snow shovel. Yeah, I'm glad it's not this weekend or next. Put the date in my calendar. Yeah, every Saturday, 9 o'clock Eastern time. We're going to do it. We're going to be pumping it hard next week and be really excited talking about it on the show next week and today. Just so pumped. There's a lot of back and forth, and there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. Mitchell Farley, thanks. We'll get to that. Hey, Ryan, Tyler asked about a good beginner plane. Let's see. In Minnesota, you'll be almost halfway to Wyoming. Yeah, so guys, I'm laying over in Chicago for like 2.5 hours, and I'm going to be online. I'm telling you, I'm thinking about going live or something from the airport. I don't know, but I'm leaving Saturday the 27th, and I'll get there in the afternoon, hang out, get acquainted, do some work, and then, we'll get set up. We'll test the live, all that kind of stuff, and then we're going down at the same time, and we'll have Dan, CEO, right there with us, and we'll hang out and talk. We're not going to drag the thing out forever, and we're going to get to these giveaways. There's going to be 2, like I said, the Mustang and whatever else we decide. Show some jets from the airport. Apprentice. So you guys, somebody asked about a beginner plane. Right now, it's really easy to recommend the Mini Apprentice or the regular Apprentice as beginner planes, I think. If I'm missing something, someone let me know. But I do want to tell you, have you guys seen that, what's it called? I'd have to look at my email. What's that new FMS plane called? Is it Ranger? The 1220 looks like a Cessna, but it's got the super flexible nose gear. Deuces Wild says Timber. Lee Davidson says Radian. I got to be completely honest with you guys on gliders. I think they're not for me personally. When we make videos on them, it's like the thing will go for a half hour, but it's like, what do you do with it? I mean, you can trick them and all. Oh, thanks, Randy. Yeah, the FMS Ranger 1220 millimeter aircraft. We're getting one soon from FMS. So, I mean, it's designed to be a beginner plane. We're going to shine a light on it and see what it's all about. There's been concerns expressed already about that landing gear, like being hard on the props and stuff. We'll just have to see. Relax in the fly, I suppose. That's true. Paul Hatcher says the Free Wing Pandora is a good trainer. It is. You need your own radio system, and you got to put that in. I mean, if you're ready to go plug and play, kind of bind and fly style, you can't beat the Horizon stuff. You really can't. Good thumb practice. Yeah, stick time is stick time. With that to be said, I think you can talk about simulators. Slope soaring. The Valiant's a good one. Yeah, the boozers like the Valiant too. I think it's a little too slippery, but holy smokes, Fred. You're killing me. I appreciate it. Man, that's awesome. By the way, that reminds me, So I'm still waiting to hear back from them. And you guys always mention the Petrinchik brothers, and I definitely want to interview them and stuff. Actually, I just want to go hang out with them. Like, that's where I need to travel. Holy smokes. Get me to Slovenia, man. That'd be the best. But that would be the best. I want to eat with them too, man. You see Robert's Facebook? Holy smokes, man. That stuff looks amazing all the time. But I'm buying those guys shirts. I told Blosh via Messenger, I was like, man, get a couple shirts from the store, my store, the Teespring store, and I'll just PayPal them the money. It's easier that way because I don't have to deal with their addresses and sizes or whatever. It's just like, get what you want. I want you guys to get a shirt, and I'll pay you. And you guys did that. You know, there's been like somebody dropped $50 talking about a giveaway a shirt, whatever. And well, that's who's getting it. I'm buying two. So I'll probably owe YouTube instead of having made something. I'll owe you. I'm just kidding. I would love to go there, Keith. PayPal will charge you more. Whatever. Yeah. The P-51B will fly again, says Grossman. Randy made his Bixler 2 last week. Was going way too fast. Need more stick time with the Bixler 2. They have been AWOL. Who? The Petrinchiks? You better check yourself before you wreck yourself, Ricky. I still see them uploading. You got to refresh your browser, Holmes. By the way, that reminds me. You guys remember me talking about like just killing myself on edits and having a hard time with my computer? I mean, I did everything. Grossman, that reminds me. I'm going to get to it right now. He's asking about the Corsair repair video. So I was having all this trouble on the computer. I've dumped a lot of extra bloat and footage and all that kind of stuff. Just trying to clean up the computer. I did everything in my power. I checked out Premiere Pro tutorials, like all this kind of stuff, tweaking this, tweaking that, and still getting nowhere. And then finally I saw a guy's video who said, before you dive into Premiere and try to fix things, update everything. Update your GPU, update your drivers, update your Premiere, update your Windows. Everything I never thought of is the simplest thing, updates. Goodness sakes. So, of course, I'm going blazing fast now again. Everything's fine. Doing all of that, though, I lost my first cut on the Corsair repair video, and so I've had to start that over. So it's probably at least a week away. I mean, it's like 2 hours of stuff to go through. But it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Check out Jeff's Custom RC. He's been doing some work on his Corsair on his channel. Ricky, you're out of your mind. There's no way. 92 folks, man. Hey, somebody tweet this out or Facebook this out. Ricky, that's not true. RC Weaving wants to see the plane. You'll see it. You'll see it. Hit the like button, everybody. Ricky says, never correct me, Ryan. Never. Already got on and from here in the 310 squadron of your Papa. Oh. Yeah, John says something about malware. Yeah, I didn't need to do that. I have one of those things on here already, and I'm running good. It doesn't pick up anything that it shouldn't. There's some false positives, but it's all right. It's coming, Rick Madison. It's coming. It's on my list. Lee Davidson says he's trying to fly a 64mm F-15 and not having any luck. Is that the new one you're talking about? Park Zone T-28 says Mike Kennedy. I'm sure he's talking about the beginner plane. Ethan RC's thinking of getting the e-flite F-15. Should I run 4S or 3S? I'd say run what it says to run and then go from there. Let's talk about specs on this new Mustang. Oh, goodness. So videos you're going to see in a minute. Videos you're going to see coming out this week from us is probably the build on the FMS F-18. If you're VIP status, you'll see the crash. The Fox 3000 glider, we flew that. Mike flew that. Corsair repair, like I said, I'm working on it. T-45 mod and Maiden are in the queue as well. I'm sure there's something else I'm forgetting. Obviously, I'm going to do a legit build on this Mustang. Mitchell Farley, no, it's the Shangri-La scheme, just as pictured on the box. What did I miss? Thanks, Dave. Ryan has a, what did I miss, Ricky? A Caesar complex. Is it a Caesar complex or is it Napoleon? Touché. Vous pouvez l'attacher. Not really, don't. That'd be too creepy. Vice President style. Guys, this is what live streams are made of right here. Man, that gunfighter was awesome, right? Remember was it the Park Zone one, man, where you could put it in a dive and it would just howl, like howl. So fun. All right, one of these days I'm going to crack open this plane. Okay, let's look at the specs. It's got an 850 kV brushless outrunner. I know this. And it's got a 40 amp ESC. I think 4S guys are going to be happy about that. This is not a toy, not for children under 14 years of age. Screw-on tail assembly. You guys, this thing, very low parts count. Let's crack into it. Dave Kowalski, I kind of wanted to answer you too. Like you asked me one time about the headphones. Another reason why I wear the headphones is so if anything's going on upstairs while they're all supposed to be asleep, I don't hear it because it'll cause me anxiety, and we don't want that. Dennis Farley says Mitchell loves Gunfighter so much he's got every version out there, plus he made one of his own out of Dynam. You started doing the weathering Pilot Ryan style on your FMS Gunfighter, right? Oh, thanks, Randy. 99 folks. Let's go for a record. Let's beat 110 again. Let's beat 110 again. I'm going to start getting into this box and showing you what's in it. Maybe crack it open like a Cadbury egg. 101. Somebody likes the Gunfighter a lot. Raymond Molina just got in from flying the Cherokee. What's up? Craig Beaven still wants my F4. If I find something to put that JP fan in, maybe I'll get rid of it. I don't know. There's a lot coming, and I've made good friends with some folks, and so there's some neat things on the horizon. Apparently, once I'm hit 5,000 on this channel, they'll work with me too. What's up, everybody? I just don't want to step away from the chat or the coffee. I'm so sorry. So you guys got to check out Papa's artwork. He's super proud of it. It looks really cool. We all did a collab today and finished the design work on the Stickum Monkey Pants shirt on my store, which is like squadron patch style. You guys have been looking at the Mary Boozer's Teespring store. Check out all those cool squadron patch t-shirts. Papa Boozer, Lori, Wesley are doing a killer job keeping that cool artwork alive. I just think it's neat. Go check that out. 101, son. Ta-da. You thought it was here, didn't you? You thought it was here, didn't you? Ha ha. Nope. Bearcat, y'all. Bearcat. All right. Guys, this looks super nice. I'm going to try to see what I'm showing you. And I can't see the chat for now, guys. So look at that. This thing looks so well appointed, and it's got the nice scale fidelity. Look at the rivets and all that on the trim tab on the ailerons. Out of the box, everything's done for you. You guys will recognize those wheels. Super nice. It's got the click-in tabs for the external tanks and all. And then plastic molded 50 cals right here. The paint looks exquisite. Here's the top side. Sorry about the glare. Look at the fuel caps. Is that sick? This, guys, I mean, it's hard to believe it's an 1100 millimeter Mustang. Metal trunnion retracts. Let me show you that again. Look how slick the retract pockets are and the gear doors and everything. 4 screws for the wing to the wing saddle. It's going to be, I can't wait, actually. It's nice having these smaller ones again because I really haven't had them for a while. And you guys come see me at Neffy. I'm going to have this Aero stuff with me. The Bearcat. If I can get Mike to come, he's got the Trojan. I'll have this Mustang and whatever else. Wink, wink, surprise. All right, that wing looks amazing. We got my airbrush kit back here. You guys have to talk to each other because I can't see. Externals look good. I hope I'm not too loud right now. Hangar 51 says the battery bay is a negative. Well, we'll see in a minute. You know what? Smaller planes, it is kind of tough. It looks like everything's here's our little spar for the horizontal stab. Looks like everything's pretty much a screw down situation. There's the hardware. It's going to be 2 millimeter metrics to get it done. Here's your cables you need, your spinner. Looks like a control linkage. Spinner, chicken dinner. Oh, yeah. Man, look at this. It's hard to tell. Check out the rivets on the trim tabs. I just think that's cool. You got a half moon key in situation on the elevator. Loving the elevator. Work the hinges, counterbalances. And it's a live hinge. It's foam. So, you know, keep an eye on them. Don't do 3D. That foam tack stuff's amazing. And some guys I just know like to cut in their own again, but I don't. I think the foam tack's really great for that stuff. You guys, somebody on the 27th is going to be one happy camper having won this. This looks great. Yes. On you like lasagna. What size does it have? Missing. Yeah, Stuart, but that's an easy fix. You know, some of that cosmetic stuff, that's the fun part of modeling. And I mean, guys, the price point on these is just amazing. What's wonderful too is this scoop. I love this plastic here. So they're able to maintain the integrity of that scoop. Now the ring behind the spinner is foam. You can see it's thicker and all, doesn't matter. But the scoop is, that leading edge is plastic. That's super nice. Look at that. Man, this is impressive. For an 1100 aircraft under $2 billion, this is phenomenal. That really looks good. These are fun to scale out like crazy too. Let's get rid of this. There's the tail wheel, obviously. I like that it's in the right place instead of like way back here. That's goofy. Let's show you the pilot. This guy looks like the free wing guy, but junior sized. Free wing junior pilot. So the battery compartment looks like it's completely designed around like a 2200 shape, maybe a 2600 as well. 3S packs. The flatter batteries will fit, but you might have to do some modifications. I really don't mind. There's plenty of room up there to do a little carving if you wanted to put bigger packs in here. But what's nice is it's ready to rock. Probably a 2200 4S might fit in there too with a little bit of trimming. I also really do like that it's a bolt-on shaft. I like that. I don't know how many times I've had spinner and props fly off of other planes that were collet style. Guys, that looks nice. Seriously, there's just a couple steps to the build. I'm not doing it tonight. But super easy. That looks great. Guys, that looks good. What do you think? What do you think, man? Even got some hardware behind the seat and everything. That looks good. Barry Gruder, what's going on? Paige Farley. Don Willman, I cut the bottom of the battery tray out to fit a zippy compact for 2200 4S. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, 43-inch wings. Nice. It is a nice looking stand. Mustang. Where's Groot at? 40 amp ESC, Grossman. Sorry, y'all. I gotta go. Can't wait to see the build. It'll be an easy one. I'll get it done really soon. It's on the top of my priority list. Dennis Farley says he wants the whole set. Well, you know where to get him. Hobbyzone.com. It's the Arrows RC aircraft. This new brand that's out now. And some of you guys know that these planes have been around, but it's nice to see them coming back into the light. Man, this looks good, man. I mean, new paint. Shangri-La. I almost got Shangri-La years ago, a different one. And it never happened for me. And actually it's getting to happen for me now. I think I have the patch for this guy actually too. Yeah, you guys keep on supporting the aero stuff like you have been, and who knows where it's going to go. Miller RC, is Arrows going to make a big 14,000 millimeter warbird? That's pretty big. So probably not 14,000 millimeters. I'm just messing with you. It's hard to say. I think so. You know, it'd be nice to see. Man, look at that. Can you even see? Look at the scoop. I love it that they're able to. They make the plastic bits where they need to maintain scale fidelity. Look how nice the intake is on that turbocharger, that scoop. It's nice, crisp. That leading edge is all plastic. It's not going to get dinged up either because it is plastic. The wing saddle looks like it fits like a puzzle. That's going to be just a nice fit. I'm pumped. I'm going to fly the snot out of this. These little guys are just so, you kind of have to respect the bigger ones sometimes, and they do everything they do in a way bigger and slower and farther away sometimes. This smaller stuff, you can just really go crazy with them. That's a lot of fun. You guys see that okay? Man, that is nice. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, yeah. Let me look at the connector. Yep. XT60 is the connector. That's what I've been getting my my RC Jetworks batteries, XT60s for these Arrows planes, because that's what they take. Perfect. Boozers, thanks again for your help. Hey, let's see how loyal these hanger rats are for real. Anybody buy one yet? I'm such a jerk. Let's see. Deuces Wild, XT60 and 90 all the way, says John Rogers. I'm going to be disappointed. Yep. That's all right. Stick a monkey pants. Reckham Roy's. It's kind of a yes and no. You know what I mean? I think there's going to be a lot more down the road that would change what appears to be obvious at the moment. But it's really not a bad thing at all. It's actually so cool. So this is it, hey? Yeah, that's it. I'm not going to build it. I'm going to save it. I've been fixing my e-flite F4 Phantom. I got so much on my plate. I'm not documenting that one, but I completely sheared off one side of the intake into a bale of alfalfa, but it's looking good. I got it going back together. Kevin's getting ready to drop for a big old Super Viper electric version at RC Jetworks. Thank you so much for that, Kevin. That reminds me of one thing I wanted to tell you guys. I think it's actually kind of important that let's just be real. It's online retail. These companies rely on word of mouth more than we probably think they do, right? So I think it's extremely important that, especially for me, I want these companies to know that if you guys are getting stuff because I was able to show it to you, then tell them Pilot Ryan sent you. If it's because Mary Boozer, if it's because Jeff's customer, if it's any of you guys, I think there's always a comment box at checkout when you buy stuff, no matter where you buy it, usually. I think that you guys should do us all a favor, us guys who make videos, and say who sent you, right? Pilot Ryan sent me. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. If anything that I've done inspires you to make a purchase somewhere, that helps us out, because maybe down the road, those people see the value of the guys making videos, and it's just cool. And if you're one of those companies, you don't know where it's coming from, it's a good way to collect data too, right? Ricky says, if you mention the Photon at checkout, good luck getting your order at all. 99 folks in here rocking 50 minutes. That's cool. Running in and out, Fred Barron. That sounds wonderful and delicious. Customer service is everything. But yeah, I really appreciate it if when you guys go anywhere, whether it's RC Jetworks, Hobby Zone, Horizon, Motion, anywhere, tell them who sent you, whether it was me or not. Got it? Let's see. They make good adapters, great looking plane. You're Ryan. Hello, all late again. Plane Crazy FPV Plymouth, Paul Hatcher. I'm missing something. Carbon Z SE5A. That would be amazing. Seeing St. Ryan unbox anything is like experiencing Christmas morning every time. Excellent suggestion about the purchase review, telling you who bought the product to my attention. Yeah. I've told some companies they ought to put a disposition at checkout where they make, like the asterisk, where they, you have to answer. Where'd you hear about this? You know what I mean? Wherever, YouTube, Facebook, whatever, and maybe who. Ricky says he deals mostly with a guy named Wing in Hong Kong. Hong Kong. I'll be here all week. Tip you, Pilot Ryan and Captain Mike. Well, thanks, Fred. You're the best, man. Oh. Bill Shepard says, Ricky, don't be so hard on yourself, Ricky. Your name and $25 buys a cup of coffee anywhere in the world. Eric Quinn says, my videos have sold him on a lot of planes. Yeah, those videos are still working. Good times. Jeff Nichols, my local RC shop, has a ton of arrows on the shelf. That's awesome. Michael Roshka, hey, Ryan, when we buy a plane off your Amazon store, can we expect the same customer service from the plane provider? I don't see why not. If anybody is experienced otherwise, let me know. For the most part, the stuff that's on the store it's coming from Horizon anyway. So it's actually quite wonderful that I'm able to do that, because I circumvent permission, so to say. I mean, these things are in place that somebody that's got clout on social can set up an Amazon store and make a very small commission on purchases, which is cool. And thank you very much. But yeah, I don't see why. I think Dennis Farley, didn't you have something on a plane that you got from Horizon via the store that you had to get service on? You can answer in here if you know how that went for you, Dennis. 189. Yeah, somebody dropped the link. Are those in stock right now at Hobby Zone? Yeah, the Hobby Zone Arrows planes are not on the store. You got to go to Hobby Zone for those, or arrowsrc.com for those. Deuces, thanks, man. Ryan and Captain Mike videos inspired me to buy and fly more planes, and I thank them. My wallet, on the other hand, not so much. Yeah, you know what? I really appreciate this responsibility. I've been in this boat for a long time. I really wish there was if I had a recording for every time I helped somebody spend their money, I would have a lot of recordings. You guys know that that's what I do. You guys do it too. When you've got buddies who ask you, a lot of times people will come at you with 2 or 3 planes in mind. A lot of times when we're shopping our next purchase, we're thinking of a few many times. And you want to talk to somebody who's got experience with it or a good grasp on the hobby and what it takes to run particular aircraft. And people reach out to me for advice all the time, and I'll give you the best advice every time. And no matter what the answer is, whether it's on my store, whether it's a Hobby Zone product, whether it's a motion product, FMS, e-flite, whatever the best answer is for you in your where you are in your journey, I'm going to give it to you. And so I always ask, what kind of things are you flying already? What do you want to see yourself flying in the future? Because you can kind of cater somebody's trajectory towards what they ultimately want to be flying. So somebody's beginner answer might be different if they are on grass or not. Also, if they're around maybe other veteran flyers or not. Also, if they know they want to be flying big this or that or little this and that, so I'm going to cater my answer to where you want to go, where you see yourself going. So this is the kind of thing we're known for, guys. And the whole hobby's better for that when everyone does that same thing and gives the best answer possible for the person asking. And really, I think a lot of companies are getting that. Motion's done that from the get-go. I mean, it was really easy to do what we did there because I felt really good standing up in front of that because it was the same throughout. Randy had to buy a $250 chainsaw today, so no plans for me for a while. Dennis Farley says, yes, he had a retract failure on the P-40. He's actually the first airplane anybody ever bought on my store, Dennis Farley. He bought the P-40. He had a retract failure, and they sent him a full set, including the tail wheel. And that was via my store, Horizon. I'll buy one when I get home tonight. What, a chainsaw, Mike? Dennis Farley, you're so funny. He says, Ryan gave me bad advice. He told me to buy a plane. Now I don't have room for any more. Plane Crazy FPV says, show off the plane again. Okay. Guys, we're rolling on an hour already. You know what's so funny is I'll spend time making notes, and it's like I never get to them. I'm not building it, Bill. I'm not building it. This thing is fantastic. And if you didn't know the size of you would think with the scale fidelity dripping off this thing that it was a lot bigger. Mary Boozer, there is a B model Mustang. FMS has one. Yeah, Ron, my nose cone fits pretty good on the F4. You talking about the e-flite one or the free wing one? Both mine fit good though. Dave's RC, hey, what's up? Handle. Hey, take care of your wife, man, so she can take care of you. If you're out to dinner, you can't get on the phone and see what's going on unless you pretend you have to go to the bathroom. That's what I do. Like I can't get on I'm as bad as a teenager checking social and all that kind of stuff. I can't really get on my phone at dinner unless I pretend I have to go to the bathroom. So the decals are already done for you. It's a super nice plain Plymouth that's got rivet detail. And again, really soon, I will have the build video up, which is more of an assembly only because I want to show off the fit and finish of this model, not because you really need any help with it. It's just a good way for me to provide more value, which is what I'm all about. I want you guys to feel like you're at a hobby shop when you come to this YouTube channel, and you can get down and dirty and see exactly what we're looking at. Man, I mean, this thing looks like it already has been Papa dotted, kind of. I mean, it's just got really neat rivet detail and things like that. Did you guys like the P-47 build at the field? That was more than just a field assembly, because I feel like a field assembly would have been just put the wings on. Like, I didn't build it at all. The only thing I put together ahead of time on that FMS P-47 was the propeller, because it's like, I mean, come on. Let's see. Yeah, what is for dinner tonight, Dave's RC? Man, he got a bunch of stuff in the mail the other day. Check out Dave's RC, guys, because he got a bunch of new toys he's gonna be showing us. And he's getting ready to put an 8S, I think an 8S JP system in something. Papa Boozer says, okay, guys, no room for new planes. Buy a monkey pants shirt or a Boozer shirt. They fold up and go in your closet. Eric Quinn and RC says, a 1200 millimeter B model, plenty of Ds. Fred says he's got burgers and brats. You think somebody ought to do a B model again, says Grossman. Randy, that P-47 is a nice plane. I can't not wait to fly it some more. Timothy says 14-pound turkey. Hey. Ernest says, do you have to balance the fan on the field also? I don't balance fans. If it's that bad, I'll get a different one, because I'm just not doing that. I don't know how. I can balance a prop, but I really never need to. Mitchell Farley wants me to slap the wing on there. Somebody said something. I should do a section in this chat that's like the dumbest comment of the week. I get some dumb ones sometimes, and like dumb, kind of mean, you know, where I want to just rip them a new one and comment back really nasty and snarky, because that stuff shouldn't bother you, but it does, man. When you put a lot into this and you work super hard and someone says some dumb shit, it's like, come on, are you kidding me? One the other day was somebody gave me a hard time talking about I couldn't come up with a better name than Pilot Ryan and Captain Mike. Why are you ripping off the Blosh brothers? Gave me a hard time. Told me, like, thumbs down. How sketchy is that? You know what I mean? Give me a hard time. I'm just like, wow, that's funny, because all you have to do is look at the start date of the channel. You know, it's 2012 over here. We are inspired by them, and they are inspired by us enough to kind of take on the name. And no one over here ever cared. It's an honor, but it's so funny. And then one today was I don't know. It was ridiculous. It's one of those things that's like, well, if you don't like what you see over here, I'm curious as to why you are here at all and sat through the whole video and thought you would comment on it. Like, what are you doing here? You know, beat it. So tip of the day, click off if you don't like the channel. That's one. See ya later. But really, the tip of the day is this. If you're going to make love, wear the glove. I'm kidding. That's not what this is. This is Dielectric Grease One of you guys actually told me about it. It's a good call for wing connections like the bullets on the P-47. Some people like to make those float. Some people like to replace them with like the free wing stuff. And some people like to use dielectric grease. Make sure you use dielectric grease. It's got to conduct. Don't put something else on there. Yeah, it's like $1.50 at the auto parts store. Okay, you guys want to see this wing on here? Let me mock it up, dude. I'm going to do it like my brothers in Slovenia. Man, if we really keep rocking on this channel, one of these days you guys will get me to Slovenia. Wouldn't that be cool? Huji says his wife won't let him build any more shelves or racks. Mary Boozer, what are you OMGing me for? Bill Shepard ordered some Boozer shirts. Yeah, Wreckham Roy's. I'm a ripoff. I told him to go over there and ask him who their inspiration was. I mean, I was actually nice about it. Like the guy who said the mean stuff today, I was like, I'd like to thank them. For real, dude, that would be so awesome to go to Slovenia. Rick Madison says he uses it on his FMS A10 for wing plugs. Yeah, the dielectric grease. It looks like I think the version 2 A10 is the Alaska scheme, and I think it might have Brian Chambers, I'm with you. I wish they'd get rid of it altogether. Ricky the Photon's like the one of you who follows me on Twitter. He saw my comment, I think, about how sad thumbs downs actually make me. They're good for the algorithm, and I pretend like I'm okay with it, but it really hurts my feelings, to be honest with you. But whatever. Jeff's Custom RC is back. Oh, the glove. I got you, Mary Boozer. Ramen KT. Hey, Ryan, is this better than Force RC P-51D? I would say yes. If that Force RC one is the original e-flite 1100 millimeter one, I would say yes. The scale fidelity on this one is loads better, but I want you to decide for yourself. Go to the gallery at hobbyzone.com or arrowsrc.com, and you can look at detailed pictures of this P-51, and or you can subscribe here, hit the notification bell, and as soon as I drop the assembly video on this baby, you can see for yourself and make your own call. Yeah, I shouldn't even said anything, guys. I really try to not be negative at all, but man, legit, that stuff causes me some crazy anxiety. Like it hurts my stomach. Anyway, I'm like, I want everybody to like me like Sally Fields. Okay, let me do this. I'm feeling, you know what? Last show, I left early because I didn't feel good. I'm feeling pretty good today, y'all. So somebody asked me about the next plane at Arrows. We're not going to answer yet, but stick around. Mary Boozers, will you have some of the Pilot Ryan and Captain Mike shirts at Joe Knoll? Probably not. It's so easy to deal with Teespring because you don't have to have box loads of shirts. Oh my gosh, Bill Shepard. Thanks, Bill. So I want to use my Cruise In standby. I already got my my big jug on it. So we'll do this instead. Man, that's nice, Bill. Thanks. So again, guys, don't I'm not going to be able to show you like really what's going on. I'm just going to mock this up really quick. One thing that's kind of nice too is before you do builds, you're going to put all your Y connectors and stuff on here, and maybe even your receiver. Then you have it all together, which is nice. Makes it even that much easier to fit it through the saddle. This is probably going to be a little bit clumsy right here. Yeah, totally. That's one thing too, guys. It's like if you want a real solid, awesome fitting airplane to fly crappy, then make sure you don't get your wing saddle nice. You really got to do your part to make sure the wires are out of the way and not pinched for more reasons than just good fit. You don't want to pinch the wires just because you don't want to pinch them and impede any kind of signal. And you want your wing to fit good. Look at that, dudes. All right. What the hell? So help me. You can't see me. I'm off screen. Putting the horizontal on. Oh, yeah. My word. This paint is so sweet. Goodness sakes, that's it. Yeah, I'm still here, Ricky. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at this, baby. I'm telling you, wait for the build. You'll see it up close. Yeah, Mitchell, it is super nice. Had to show everybody. Madhouse. Beautiful bird. Mike, you're nice. Looking great, Ryan. Says plane crazy FPV. Thank you, man. The plane looks pretty cool too, right? I'm just teasing. A Wonder Woman impression. Who are you talking about? Somebody spinning in a circle? Deuces Wild says the bigger the jugs, the dumber I get. You're not the only one, Broseph. Kevin J. Is that Captain Kevin? Let fly it now. Honestly, man, if it wasn't for the show, I'd have had this thing together and flew it today, even though it was stupid windy. Dan D says the gear is raked forward, does pretty well on grass. That's good to hear. That's awesome. The gear doors and all just blow me away, to be honest with you. I'm telling you, this 1100 millimeter, $189, can you believe it, is really nice looking. If you didn't know what size it was, you would think this is the kind of scale fidelity you would get out of a bigger, more expensive model. Can you... Dennis Farley just bought a Zero. Hey, you'll love it, dude. You'll love it. Yeah, it's got retracts, Joe. And flaps. Yeah, you would think it was a 1400 mil. I mean, it looks amazing, dudes. It really does. I mean, and at 1100 millimeters, you can't be mad when you don't get a retractable tail wheel. I think one thing that's fantastic is, hey, Dave, one thing that's fantastic is that at least the tail wheel is where it should be. There ain't nothing worse than when it's way back there where it's not supposed to be. I can't wait, man. I mean, you know, a lot of these planes, if I'm going to mod them at all, it's only the tires. I like soft tires because I don't like to hear stuff. Dave Kowishki says, just push the crazy order button already. Life is too short. So what the hell? Hobzone.com, RC Airplane. Thank you, Dave. That's awesome. You guys responded really well to their first offerings and blew the Bearcat and the Trojan out of the water. Kevin J says he has a few 1100 millimeter planes. They are awesome flyers. And you know what's cool too is like I can kind of pop off to a parking lot, and maybe don't have to go all the way out to the flying field. Yeah, the best way to get rid of the plastic wheel sound, there's two, I think, good ways. These 1100 millimeter airplanes, the Dave Browns are nice. Usually you don't even have to drill out the holes on those hubs because the smaller planes, that's the size of the axle anyway. But the thing about Dave Browns, they're awesome. They're really quiet, but you can't leave your plane sit on those because will get a hell of a flat spot. And then Robarts are nice. They're super scale and they have those bushings so you can fit whatever size axle you have. But, oh my gosh, Dave, you're awesome. It makes me forget what I'm saying. They're heavy. The Robart tires are amazing, but they're heavy. But they are nice. But I like having bigger planes to carry them. And I am a little bit particular when if I'm going to use Robarts, I want them to stay on the CG. I don't want them to be anything that goes back, kind of. I really never use them on jets. I have Robarts on my P-38 that I don't even think I've flown yet, but I'm going to take that baby back out. Guys, this thing's gorgeous, man. And these are easy to deal with modifying. You know, you can easily get some paint to cover this up or some tape. No big deal. If you do have to service them, it's kind of nice because you got access to the wires and it's easy to run lights, right? If you wanted to put lights on a bird like this, your troughs are already right there. So super easy. Dudes, this thing looks nice. Dave's RC, thank you, man, so much. You guys are amazing and you keep me in it, dudes. I think I'm gonna have to get another camera and some microphones and stuff because when I don't have mic, I need something good for someone else to help me do it. We're going an hour 17 so far, feeling good up in here. It's getting nice out. You guys are getting flights. If you have questions, ask them. You guys who respond to videos, I tell you what, I've been thinking about this all week long because I really, I know everybody who makes videos feels the same way, and I could do a better job myself because sometimes I watch videos, but maybe I don't say anything. That's how I knew what was going on with Dave, but I didn't even say anything. I should have, but I was in the middle of things today with the boozers. Anyhow, so it's so nice to see you guys showing up in the other videos too. I mean, it's easy for new guys to not realize this is a secondary deal, this live stream, because the whole main crux of my existence is actually flying this stuff more than talking about it, and making, flight videos and all. And just, man, I just love it. And the comments and all that is just where it's at. So I really love seeing you guys in the regular videos commenting as well. Ricky's going to get a camera. Man, you know where to get it, bro. Ricky's getting a camera for his channel. It's going to be off the hizzy for shizzy. Skip's still waiting for good weather. Supposed to snow. You know, it's funny. I just took the snow blade stuff off my tractor. We'll probably get some snow now. Yeah, Fred, that P-47 at Arrows is loaded. I would like to work that one up too sometime. Randy watches flying videos all day. Tornado, says Ron Upton. Man. Yeah, today it was actually okay, but it was windy. Tomorrow's supposed to rain, but I don't believe it till I see it. It'll be family hanging out tomorrow, which is great. Everybody subscribe to your buddies. Check out Dave's RC. He does a lot of vlogs and giveaways. Dave, you're late to the party, so I want to talk about the giveaway that's going on. Anybody who's in the room now that wasn't here earlier, I want to reiterate what is going on. What's going on with the giveaway in 2 weeks? Everybody keep an eye on the chat. Make sure everybody's appropriate here. So we're giving away, I'm not giving them away. Hobby Zone Arrows RC is giving away 2 airplanes on the 27th. Dave, this is the coolest thing. I think you're going to think it's awesome too. I'm so pumped actually about it. So on the 27th of this month, Hobby Zone Arrows RC, the CEO himself is going to give away the Mustang and another plane yet to be determined. As long as everything works out well, it's going to be the new thing, but it's going to be something for sure. And if it's not the new thing on the 27th, I think the new thing we'll just do it at another time. But that's the hope. But for sure, the Mustang, which is it's easily a $250 plane, man, for $189. I mean, no doubt. So, but the best part, Dave, is not only is the CEO, Dan, going to do the giveaway himself. It's like, how's he going to do the giveaway? What's he going to do? Be here in the pilot's lounge? You might be asking yourself, how did I get here? I'm going to Minnesota. They're flying me out to Minnesota to do RC Pilot's Lounge live from the warehouse and offices of hobbyzone.com. And I'm going to be there with Dan when we announce this. It's going to be live. You have to be in the chat. You have to be in it to win it. You have to be there. And I'm pumped that I'm going. I feel awesome. You know what I mean? You guys have done this. This show, this channel has become a bit of a force to be reckoned with. And these guys see the value in the community and the buying power that exists right here. You guys are as addicted and obsessed as I am about this stuff. And we love you. So yeah, Dave, I'm super pumped. They're sending me to Minnesota. Yes. Yeah, man. I think that guy's been trouble before. Come on, get him out of here. We don't have time for it. Paul Hatcher. What do you mean? Yeah, Steve Coggins. We don't take no flack up in here. Can't beat Horizon putting you out there. Madhouse, I wish I understood what you meant. They're not taking me out there. It's not them. It's Hobby Zone, hobbyzone.com. But yeah, still cool nonetheless. We've had the show out on the road before. We did it. We did a live from RC Jetworks early on. Oh, yeah, Tom Cogswell. He's not. He's with Horizon Hobby. Hobbyzone.com happens to be in the business 25 years, one hell of an online retailer. And now they've got their own brand, which is super exciting. And it's very exciting for all of us. Me, a guy who loves to work marketing, and also me, a guy who's an ambassador for you all, because they are in charge of what's going on with these planes and pricing. That's why you're able to see such a value on these planes, because there's no one dictating MAP to them. Not to get meta on business here, but it's a pretty awesome deal. Same as it ever was, Keith. Got you, man. Man, we're an hour and a half. So everybody, don't forget to support each other. Mary Boozer's channel tomorrow. They've got their live stream. Dave, you got videos coming out, but you don't quite have your live stream stuff back yet. But you will, as long as you don't broadcast the pay-per-view fights again or whatever. No flack zone, says Deuces Wild. For sure, man. Don't we take enough of it on the chin all day long in our regular lives that we got to take it in our hobby, like our chat rooms? Get out. Get out. You might find yourself flying an RC plane. Yeah, man. How did I get here? Awesome. MSJ 143. He's got 4 planes so far this year from Hobby Zone. That's awesome. Back on the 19th. Dave's RC's got his live stream back on the 19th. Cool. Like this month? You didn't miss nothing, Wings 88, Ron Upton. Just somebody not behaving well. Grossman. Got to go slap some putty on the P-51B. Start the journey to recovery. Papa Boozer, thanks, Hanger Rats. Great show. Going to bed. Good night. See you tomorrow night. Thanks for your guys. Whether you get the shirt or not, go check out the artwork at the Mary Boozer Teespring store. Papa Boozer and Larry Boozer. Larry. Lori. Sometimes my teeth can't catch up with my mouth. Flying Ant, what's up? What's up? Go check out the artwork over at the Mary Boozer Teespring store. Drop a link to that, somebody. They've got their squadron patches looking fantastic. And we did a collaboration today. If you go to my Teespring store, Pilot Ryan and Captain Mike, you can see the Stick 'em Monkey Pants new shirt that's on the store just dropped today. Collaboration between mostly Papa Boozer and Lori, and then me via FaceTime final edit. But yeah, those guys did an awesome job. So we have a new Stick 'em Monkey Pants t-shirt and long sleeve t-shirt offering. Pick whatever color you want. I have it displayed in like yellow, but it's really cool. So it's a squadron patch style Stick 'em Monkey Pants on the front, and then just the graphic without the circle and all. On the back, really big. And Papa signed it. It looks really cool. We got our logo real small underneath his signature. I think it looks fantastic, and I wanted to thank them a lot for that. So check that out. You guys take it easy. I have a video. All right, man. Yeah, I saw you in your Boozer shirt today. I ordered 2 Boozer shirts. I love the Flying Tigers, man. So those are coming to me soon. Yeah, Dave's RC, I think it was today's video, maybe it was yesterday's, was rocking the Mary Boozer shirt on the channel. Yeah, man. Flying Ant, catch it on the replay. Yep. Flying Ant Anthony, dude, I almost called you this week. There's a lot going on. And if you check this out on the replay, part of the announcement, you're going to be like, yeah, man. You are the RC Casey. I'm getting flown to Minnesota, Anthony. Flying Ant was part of that turbine video. You guys saw him in Captain Mike's flight, which was a separate video from the introduction, where I very timidly flew the the Viper at the end of. Dave Kowalski says, nice job on the new Stick 'em Monkey Pants shirt. To the Boozers. Thanks. Yeah, Dave, get to work, man. These videos don't make themselves. Thanks for coming over. RC Weaving, you're funny. Bill says, I knew you'd build it. You guys asked for it. It's hard for me to say no. We're looking at an hour and a half right now. I think 10 minutes and that's it. Unless somebody gives me a real good question. Benjamin Olson, my dad got me a plane for my birthday. It's between the P-38, F-22, FMS 1450 Mustang, Freewing F5 or Flightline Corsair. Can't wait. You don't know what it is, or you get to pick one of those. Kevin J says it's 3:33 now where he's at in the UK. Thanks for coming over. See you next time. Thanks so much, man. I love it that you guys come over, even though it's like the ridiculous hours. Build it and they will fly it. Hi from Australia, says Tim Godfrey. Hey, Ryan, what did you ever decide about the e-flite P-30? You know what, Skip? I'm totally going to get it. Some way, shape, or form, I'm going to get it. It's got to happen. It's got to happen. I think you guys want to see it too. So we'll make it happen. Got to go FaceTime with wife in Peru. Great show. Thank you, Barry Gruder. Good night, Sean. Kevin, thumbs up and a big heart. Hello, sir. I go by Captain Photon now. You can call me Captain Flying Ant. Ricky, you got to come hang out with me in the airport on the 27th. Like, legit, I'm going to be there for 2.5 hours. I mean, obviously, there's getting to terminals and stuff, but I got some time on that Saturday and that next day, Sunday. I'm going to be busy. Dave Kowishki goes by Admiral Awesome, he says. Skip says he's getting the P-39 too. Benjamin Olson, the wingspan on this Mustang is 1,100 millimeters. For English speakers, that's 43.3 inches, I believe. Jeff Nichols says, thanks, guys. Hitting the sack. See y'all soon. Good night, deuces. Everybody's beating it. Ryan is a hoot in the airport. You got to do that, Captain Photon says. Yeah, Paige, I'm telling you, man, if I can stream at the airport, I might do it. I'm bringing all my stuff. Eric Quinn RC got the P-39 pre-order. That's awesome. Victor Shameless, late dinner, 7:30. Ricky says he's going to have to pay for all the Starbucks for me at the airport. Bill says he owes you a cup of coffee. Yeah, that P-39 is growing on me. It's kind of nice to get a chance to do warbirds too that are trikes. Doesn't happen very much unless it's a Trojan. I mean, really, think about it. Good night, Fred. Good night, everyone. Blue skies, calm winds, and greased landing, says Deuces Wild. Fred Barron, are you in Chicago area, man? Yeah, come on. I'll let you. I mean, you guys who are serious, hit me in Messenger, man. I'll give you my times and stuff. Haha, Ricky. Like the trike, stall number 4, Bill Shepard. Yeah, right. Because waiting for that weather here in North Texas, ready to fly again. Iowa, I see. How can we get another Edge 540 from FMS? I'm not sure. Didn't they kind of do another one via e-flite, or is that the extra? Skip doesn't like the blue tail tip and spinner on the P-39. Wheels up and heels up, says Ron. All right, man. See you later. Thanks for coming over. Next week's going to be fun. I'm so pumped about going to Minnesota. You guys represent hard for that. We're going to promote that one big time, and you got to be in the room if you want in on that giveaway. I want you to make sure you're subscribed over here and the Arrows RC YouTube channel, as well as consider signing up at the Hobby Zone newsletter, emailer. Sign up for that. Mr. T1035, excited for that P39. I'm going to get the P39 from Hobby Zone. As a matter of fact, if it's not there yet, I'll just wait. Plain Crazy FPV, see you later, man. Flying Ant says his next bird's going to be the F-18 Blue Angels. You know what? I almost called Steve Hodges today to ask him what's he going to do with that F-18 because it's already Blue Angels. Is he going to make it a different thing or keep it Blue Angels? He's done some – remember his Blue Angels A4? That was beautiful. That F-18 looks awesome. I had a problem with my FMS F-18, and so I got another one on the way. So, yeah, Flying Ant, that's the way to go to do the gray one as well. You knew it was going to happen. Peace out from New York, says Nicholas Glorioso. See you later. Victor, thank you, man. You just got your Hanger Rat shirt, your prize this week. It does take a minute on Teespring, guys, to get your stuff, but it always comes, and it's really the best way for us to do that kind of stuff. Mr. T1035, are you asking what was the problem on the F-18 for me? I did a modification to my landing gear, actually, and I didn't clip away my shims good enough and caught up on the tiller arm. And basically browned out the plane myself. So it's totally my fault. Flying Ant, I'm going to Neffy and I'm going to Jet Jam. Yes, I am going to be at Neffy. It's in my hometown. Jeff's Custom RC shouts out RC Heli Jet. Yeah, he's been at videos for a long time. What did I miss, Ricky? My goodness. Biff Rude, what is Neffy? National Electric Fly-In happens in June at the Academy of Model Aeronautics headquarters in Muncie, Indiana. For real, Keith. Yeah, I think anybody who's a little leery about, okay, the FMS 70mm F-18 is a nice bird. The angle of attack, I shimmed up the retract because it wasn't quite. I don't think it's quite right. The Legacy Hornet at Motion is dynamite. It looks amazing. I want one. I will probably end up with one. Probably a gray one. But in the meantime, I'm going to ring out this $270 FMS one that is coming and see if I like it. Because if I really, honestly, I flew one time, and Anthony, you were there, but it was Dave's. It was a different setup. It wasn't my setup. I'm going with light, nice and light, RC Jetworks 4000 6S packs. And I can't wait to get more stick time. I crashed it on the Maiden. That brownout happened to me on the Maiden. And patrons are going to have access to that. But anyway, can't wait to get another one. So if I'm not a fan of how the F-18 flies, I probably won't get the big one. But I have a feeling I'm going to really like it. And I just didn't get enough stick time on one when I was in Texas. Oh, man, Anthony, I'd love to see you in Muncie. Oh, goodness. 5 minutes max, and I'm going to cut it. Dennis Farley's going. Yeah, because now it's going to be on the original runway that it should be on. Guys, I'm so excited to be finally back into flying season, bringing you build videos, flight videos, fun videos, some extra stuff that I wasn't able to really do before. I can revisit models that have actually been around for a while. The Mary Boozard out T45 from Free Wing, the 90 millimeter, did the maiden the other day with the FMS fan in it. I've got the tail hook built up and ready to work. I really want to do a good job of that one, so I'm not rushing it. There's going to be a lot of setup and kind of production to that one. But, it's super fun being able to do that. The glider video will come out soon. Mr. T, 1035, favorite Arrows RC plane, Ryan. Man, those little birds just are so fun. It's hard to say. I can't wait to rip the snot out of this Mustang. The Trojan was super locked in, and you gotta love a Bearcat, man. I can't give you a straight answer. Ricky, you're hilarious. That Lee's chicken flying, it might still be there, actually. Benjamin Olson says he just died in Fortnite. Are you making money on Fortnite? You guys, man, these guys who play video games and make crazy money. Oh, I'm about to take up video games. I'm kidding. Derek likes that B-52. Reckham Roy says, I think what, your kid is a beast at that game. Lon, see you later, man. Thanks for hanging out. Check out Jeff's Custom RC YouTube channel. Guys, he's doing a lot of modifications, having some fun over there. Check out Jeff's Custom RC. You can actually click his name and get to his channel. Or maybe there's 3 dots next to the comment that'll let you go to his channel. If you're on mobile and you click a link, you'll disappear from the chat. If you're on desktop, you can actually open another window. Everybody's saying good night to each other. Dave Kowishki, are you going to all days of Neffy? You know what? I'm not sure. Probably if there's a Thursday involved, probably not. I'm liable to arrive like Friday afternoon. It's hard to get away from work. It's like our busy time, but I must do it. Yeah, that power system is very nice, Keith. The FMS power systems, they're in runners, except for the 90, which is so efficient it doesn't need to be an in runner. Flight times are amazing. John Rogers, my FMS Futura 80 millimeter likes to go far out on her missions. What are self-riding gyro solutions so I can bring her back from far distances? Man, if it's a jet, you just can't rely on technology to do that for you, I don't think. Voltage telemetry, sure. There's one device that can help keep that jet from getting far away. It's that stick on the left, the throttle. Man, that you have to back out of the throttle when they get away fast because they will get far quick. Mitchell Farley, thank you, man, for that. And I'm still fleshing that out. Some of you guys that are already patrons on that know that there's you have to go there to see what's going on, but you get exclusive content and first dibs and stuff like that. Still 62 hanging. Is Captain Mike don't okay? What? GPS. Whew. I mean, that's cool, but I wouldn't want it in the jet. You know what? I always joke that, you remember that Sportsman S Plus that had the GPS and did all the stuff? I mean, some guys already think AS3X is too much, right? But can you imagine a plane that's landing for you and doing some of that other stuff? I tell you, it's a beginner plane, but it's so complicated. Me and Mike would always joke that if you want to look like a beginner, fly that thing. because it's the setup. Anybody who's done drones or any kind of GPS flying will be familiar with part of the setups to that kind of an airplane. But I think if you're a beginner, it would scare you, and it'd be really easy to screw it up. Ricky, you're funny. It's like, man, I heard you got your beef jerky somewhere else. What's a big bird, Quinn? Yeah, slow it down. Captain Ricky. Mitchell, you're funny. Oh, Captain Mike's good. He's good. We worked last week. He's working on his car today, and I stayed home and did some stuff because it's just too windy and I didn't have Mike. So I used to have a Freewing F5, Benjamin. It's a nice plane. It's smallish, and you're as long as you're cool and you got a bunch of smaller, 6S packs, I think it's a good plane for you. I really didn't like flying larger than 4500s in it, although you can. But it's fast. It's a nice bird. If you're flying off grass, I probably wouldn't say it's like the best choice. He'll get you. iNav is good by me. I purposely send them out of sight. What? The couple times that I've flown drones, I am so line of sight, I can't hardly even put my head down into the screen or whatever. All right. She said smallish. You guys are great. Let's see. Did anybody stick a monkey pants? Let's see. Doubt it. That's okay. There is a 1 in 5 chance I'll get it, says Benjamin. Yeah, you've got a few choices to make on planes, right? Like you're getting one from your dad for your birthday. So what planes do you have now? What have you been flying? That's what I want to know. Talk to me. It is a hard choice. What have you been flying though currently? Like what's the last thing you took up? Oh, he's fighting on Fortnite. Benjamin Olson. So you belong to Roy? Is that what it is? Stick a monkey pants, says Rand. Yeah, it's about that time. Biff Rude, they probably have stickers. Just go to motionrc.com and look around. I don't represent them anymore, except a bunch of videos that are still doing their job. Yeah, exactly, Dave. John Rogers, I see you. That's cool. Yeah, man, they got him there. Your boy is Black Cuda 73. Got you. Later, Rakita, says Bill Shepard. All right. So anybody get any maidens off this week? This is last call for content right now. We're getting ready to bounce. Be staying tuned. You guys want to get a closer look at this Mustang. That'll be happening. Bobby Good, see you later. Thanks for coming around. Thanks for commenting on all the videos. It's wonderful. Victor, F-22 MiG, FX Racer P-51 tomorrow for you. I need to recheck my F4 later. And my Sky Sword has a bad main gear retract. That's too bad. I'm sorry. No with the crazy wind, says Fred. V-22 Osprey, says MSJ 14-3. Or see, we even see later. Brian Chambers saying goodnight to Bob. Right on. Everybody pay your dues. Maiden, my replacement FMS Strega, says Flying Ant. That's a nice plane. Reckham Roy says raining this week, maybe tomorrow. The Freewing F5 is fast. It gets away quick. Yes, it's true. Derek says he's subbing. Thank you for that. Good night, Brew. All paid up. Yep, I paid all my stuff too. I got to get my numbers on the outside. Yeah, you guys who are leaving, give it a thumbs up. That's always fantastic. Raymond Molina, what do you think of the receiver by Spectrum, the one with no antenna? I think it's a good idea. I've not tried one or anything yet, so I really wouldn't. I don't have an opinion because I just don't have any experience with it. It's a cool idea. I hope it's awesome. I'd like to try one. If they get me one. They should, don't you think? You guys all want to know what we think of this stuff over here. And I'd like to let you know. John Rogers post a video of the Flapperon, says Huju, on the Force RC F-18. If they work great, he may do the same. Dennis says good night to everybody before I count you guys out. Yeah, thank you, Brian Chambers. Got my numbers on, says Roy. David Q, made in a Trojan T-28. Still a little tail heavy, need to add some weight. Benjamin Olson, e-flite AT6 Texan, Commander Timber Flight Line Spitfire, nice bird. Icon float plane, SBach 1100 millimeter Mustang just crashed the Sukhoi 34. The wind destroyed it. Delta Dart, I got in the maiden flight on my Hirobo HH65 Dolphin last weekend after converting it to electric. Nice. I still got to do your Bearcat. I'll be gluing, order 3 tubes of foam tack in. Got it yesterday. Randy. Reckham's going to pull out his old Corsair, going to get it ripping. Yeah, I think it is a heli. Flying Ant asked Michael Delta Dart if that's a heli. Bill Shepard, thank you for all you do. Bill, thank you so much for coming over, and I appreciate you saying that. Thank you so much. It's the primary heli used by the Coast Guard, says Delta. We lost the fight, says Benjamin Olson, the Fortnite fight. Boeing. Cool, Mike. Can't wait to see it. John Rogers saw a real MiG-19 or 21 in Havana, Cuba, but I didn't get a selfie with it. Havana had an unheard of tornado a month ago in Havana. Soldiers fire off 3 cannon. Soldiers fire off the cannon guarding the harbor. Keith flew his Blade 230. Brian Chambers says, make sure you do an update on that Boeing. Oh, goodness. Yeah, MiG-21. I saw one at, I think it was Oshkosh. It was just on the ground. Nice, Raymond. Cool. Let us know how that goes with that new Spectrum receiver. I like it. I like it. I like it. Man, we're a 2-hour show again. I feel good, though, today. Max 8, baby. Benjamin Olsman lives an hour from Oshkosh, man. Fantastic. Yeah, that's the one you saw then. Yeah, silver and red. Silver and red. Randy says it's raining. I hate leaving, you guys. Dave Kowishki says his 1600 millimeter bird cage is ready to maiden. I'm waiting for the right day. I double checked my aileron direction, so I'm good. That's awesome. Biff, I don't know the dates for Joe Knoll, but it should be easy to find out. Dave Kowishki, what battery are you going to maiden with? I maidened with the 6000. Felt great. And I also flew with the old school 5000s, which are kind of heavy. MSJ 14.3. Yeah, I heard something about that. I'd go with the heavy one first, Dave, but do what's right for you. And it's definitely, there's a lot of elevator on a Corsair, so I kind of liked my low rate first off, but again, you got to do what's right for you. Land that baby on 2. Yeah, there's a lot behind the scenes on approach that, I mean, honestly, you guys really, the whole hobby's better off when the back end dealings stay on the back end, I think, because you don't really want to know, probably. Who knows? But you can get all that stuff at hobbyzone.com as well as Horizon Hobby, and you can get it through my Amazon store via Horizon as well. Pre-flight checks are great. Center of gravity too. Yeah, low rates are where you're starting, Dave. Yeah, it's good. That thing is nice and it sounds amazing. A big old 3-blader. Raymond Molina, you're awesome. I appreciate that comment. Thanks so much. Yeah, Corsair is fantastic. It's a solid bird. It feels really good. I can't wait to fly it some more, actually. Actually, we flew it last weekend. I flew it when I was waiting on Mike or something. I didn't get any footage. Kevin Jones does 3 pre-flight checks. I do now. Brian says he wishes they had authorized a little hint for the next airplane, Ryan. We'll see. We'll see. It all depends on logistics. You'll hear it here first, though. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Spitfire is nice, Dave. I think the Spitfire, for me, once I get it sorted on approach, which is whatever it takes, either to eliminate a little up mix I might have had or give it a little down, which is kind of the same thing. Then I'm good to go. Holy smokes, Mitchell. Thanks so much, man. That's so nice, you guys. Benjamin Olson, Ryan, are you getting the e-flite AT6 Texan? You know what? I already have one, and I modified it like crazy. Look back on this channel for the yellow RCAF Canadian Harvard T6 that's super modified. I put lights on it. It's 4S. It's not the best video ever because I had somebody help me do it on a cell phone, but I haven't done a legit like review of it, but I did fly it on this channel. So check it out. And you comment on the video too. Let me know that you saw it. It's a great plane. It's a little tricky on the ground, but I really have a special place in my heart for the T6 Texan Harvard S&J. So usually every time there's a new one to market, I modify it and make it my grandpa's paint scheme. And so that one in the video that I hope you'll go see is a highly modified e-flite Texan. It doesn't look like it anymore because I really dolled it up, but I'm proud of it, and it's a great plane. I actually do have Robarts on that one just because I wanted those smooth hubcaps, so to say, and the smooth treaded tires too, just to scale like my grandpa's. Rest in peace, man. So yeah, I've done that one. I wish that, holy crap, Paige Farley. I wish there was more. I mean, maybe someday you guys keep dropping these super chats. One of these days, maybe I'll just go full time RC, which, you know, what's funny is a lot of you guys thought I was full time before, and I wasn't. It's just I'm that crazy for the hobby. Who'd you see later, man? Whether to fly or build. I tell you what, save your building for nighttime or the rain, and if it's nice out, go fly. It's good for your soul. You guys, I tell you, it's a 2-hour show, but the way you're dropping it, I'm liable to hang out. E-flite 18, Benjamin Olson. This is an interesting thing I want to know about. Victor Shamulus, is that your link to your channel? Check out Victor's channel, guys. He films a lot of his flights in California with his buddies all the time. So check out Victor's channel. If that's not a link to your channel, Victor, you should go ahead and drop it. Just Wing It loves the AT6. Hey, man, you need a blue wrench. You guys need to subscribe to Just Wing It as well, guys. Let's see. There you go. Just Wing It. Drop a link to your channel. Just Wing It was one of the first non-company guys, if I remember right, to fly that E-flite Texan. So check that out. But Benjamin Olson, you say you mastered your landings on that T6. Tell us what you did. Because that's a tricky one, man. It's a tough one. It is sweet, Fred. Yeah, man, it's a ground loop machine. Those things love to ground loop. So Benjamin says, keeping the power with full flap, set up by the book, and let it come down by itself. Is it kind of a nose high deal for you? I think that for me is the issue, is getting it to where it settles in and follows the nose, because it has this tendency to just, I feel like, stay up in the air, which slows you down, and airspeed being your friend makes it really tough to get a good landing for me. It likes to land on too, don't you think? Just Wing It just posted a link to his AT6 landing tutorial. Again, if you're on mobile and you click the link, you'll disappear and you'll have to find us later. Don't force it nose level to almost 3-point stance. Yeah, that's what that thing wants, isn't it? That's hard for me to see and not fix. You know, it's funny, right? You've all seen it where people assume what one plane takes, they all take. Some plane, it doesn't matter, low wing or high wing. Sometimes a low wing plane will take an up mix and another low wing plane will take it down. It just depends on everything. Throttle management. I have not heard that on approach. Yeah, man. I have the free wing one as well, Keith. It's nice, but it flies heavy. You really do have to keep the. I mean, that's the thing, man. The real T6 is the same way. Like, it was harder to fly than most of the fighters. If you could fly a T6, you could fly anything. Yeah, man. You look at the T6 compared to like a Focke-Wulf or like a Zero, where it's like the wing is on the very bottom of the fuselage. The fuselage is up on the top, rather than like a Focke-Wulf or a Zero, where we've talked about this before, where it's like there's no neck, right? The fuselage is the head, and it's tucked up like this, right? A Focke-Wulf and a Zero. But the T6, I mean, it's just this big tube sitting on a plank. And the Hawker Hurricane is that way too. And and they are tippy. Dennis Farley says, by the way, Ryan, we're driving over 1,000 miles to see you. You better be there early on Friday morning at Neffy. I will do the best I can, I promise. Brian Chambers, just want to say thank you for all the hard work you're doing with this channel. I'm glad to be part of it as a viewer as it grows. Cannot wait to see where this journey takes you. Brian Chambers, thank you so much for your support. I can count on you. I really am always glad to see your name. All you guys are just, it's just the best. Are your videos on YouTube, Benjamin Olson? Randy says he put a little down mix of elevator on his Bixler 2 to help with the nose. Yep. Mitchell says what he said to his dad. No, they aren't. I don't know how you can. How can you send the videos then? Oh, I hope we do have perfect weather while we're there. If it's not some kind of, I mean, it really should be a link on like YouTube or Vimeo to be able to send it to people. I don't know how you're going to send me a big file. It'd have to be very, very small to send via email. Do you have an Instagram or anything like that it's on? By the way, if you guys aren't on Instagram, it's pretty dope. I have an Instagram that I think is pretty good. There's like 5,000, almost 5,000 people on that one, which is crazy. I built that one fast. And I use it to kind of cross promote a little bit, you know, the YouTube and stuff like that. Man, we're at 2 hours. Michael Sherman, what's going on? Try sending it in Dropbox. My Dropbox is at capacity already. I mean, I just can't. I have to keep my Dropbox kind of in shape for I do every other week. I do a video for my church where I take the message and I pick the best minute of it and caption it and everything for Instagram, which is cool. I'm glad to be able to do it, and it helps me keep my priorities straight too, because I need that. Otherwise, I'd be just like airplane all the time. So like every other week, the first half of the week is like smashing an edit down and captioning it all kind of pro style for their Insta, which is awesome. We try to use the nice camcorder too sometimes. Yeah, check out Flying Ants YouTube channel. Victor Shamulus's. Bill Shepard says, go to bed. Man, I haven't had dinner. Paige, you're nice. Are you coming to the Neffy show too? I'm glad you guys think so. That's cool. I'm just really blessed that this thing is working. Benjamin Olson, that's the best way to share, dude. I mean, and really, if you have tips and successes, even failures can be learned from, and you're willing to share them, people can get value from that. By all means, man, I will look, Benjamin Olson, I'm going to make you a moderator right now. So when you have a channel together, you can come in the show next week and drop links, okay? Dave Kowishki, please do that, what you just talked about. Fly, listen, there's 2 airports in Muncie. One of them is like all you have to do is climb a fence and you'll be on AMA property. I mean, it's so close. Like we pick you up in a golf cart or something, right? Like honestly, like hit me up on social. I'll come pick you up at Reese Airport. It's south side of Muncie. It's right by the AMA. There's no tower, but work it out, and you can. Dude, let's go take a ride, man. Like let's get Neffy from above. Like let's make it a deal. because I plan on doing Pilot's Lounge from Neffy and Jet Jam. I mean, if it's a Saturday, dudes, it's going down. I don't care where I'm at. This show is taking off. I missed something. Check out Dave's. Dave Kowalski's got a YouTube channel too, right? Yeah, drop that in there. I might fly over to Neffy in the 182, get a car, spend the day Saturday. Man, you won't even need a car, Dave, unless you want to get a hotel. You know what I'm saying? Victor's like, the coffee's working well. I have to like go to the bathroom like really bad, which kind of makes you uppity. Oh my gosh, Dave, you should come to the Reese Airport right there, AMA, and then like pick me up, and we'll go fly to the other Muncie airport and have a hamburger at the restaurant, and then go back to AMA, buzz the AMA guys. Holy smokes, it'd be so cool. I'll get your hamburger, man. Randy's got 18 videos up on his channel. Cool, man. Keith says, which airport? Yeah, man, there's one on the south side of Muncie and one on the north side of Muncie. One is very small. Reese Airport by AMA is very small. That's where I actually took lessons. And we still have a PT-19. Actually, it's a 26 because it's got a canopy in a hangar there. And then we've got the family has a T6 at the other airport on the north side of town. The yellow one, the Harvard. Holy smokes, man. Mr. T says he's sitting next to his assembled free wing F-14. And it seems bigger than the 80. I believe it. The 22 and the 14 like down. The F4 needs up. Yep. And let's think about just positioning in the wing on the F4. It's on the bottom, and it's got that big full flying stab that already at neutral is like up looking. Yeah, definitely take some up with those big flaps that really like to put the nose down. And then you have an F-22, right? That's like high wing. So is the F-14 for the most part. And it wants the nose wants to come up with flaps on that one. So yeah, that little bit of down. I did a video on the F-22 where I was playing with the flap to elevator mix and got it to really settle the way I wanted it to. It wasn't awful before, but it felt really good. Yeah, two F-22 videos on this channel, guys, if you want to see them. 712. Reese Airport, man. You know what, guys? When I think of the Pilot's Lounge, what in my head I wanted to create was the shack at Reese Airport that I spent so much time as a kid in. There was a glass case with like planes and Ray-Ban sunglasses and candy. There's an honor system, man. You just, there's a bunch of money in there, but you just put in your money if you take candy bar. They had a soda machine. It was the glass bottles. I think it was the same thing. I don't think you even put money in it, but you could get one. I think they still, they have to. They still do gas there. Mustang is ordered, Mike Kennedy. Tell them who sent you. Thank you for that. It's a nice one. John Barnsley is working on his free wing F-14 tonight. We will pick you up, Dave, says Dennis Farley. Man, that'd be just the killerest deal. I mean, you got to let us know when you're coming, man. I swear I want to be over there to document you coming, landing and stuff, man. That'd be so sweet. Bill Shepard, thanks for coming by. Always a pleasure to see you. Take care. We're going long tonight. Dennis wants to see those planes. while we're there. Might have to work that out, dude. The PT-19 would be a little easier to show you. The 26 would be a little easier to show you because we're right there already without going across town. Benjamin Olson's working on a video. Thanks, man. Cool. Benjamin Olson, you should hit me up on social too. It's easy to find me and drop links via Instagram, Twitter, direct message, Instagram direct message, Facebook Messenger. You can always drop a link to a video you want me to see in one of the comments on this YouTube channel, but sometimes they get held for review and I don't see it very easily. Yeah, seeing some real planes would be awesome. I'll do what I can do, man. Man, Monday, Dennis, I gotta be back at work. You know what? If there's a crap day of weather, maybe too. It would be a good time to go do that. Take you out to dinner in town or something. Muncie. I usually connect with my buddies too, like my high school buds I haven't seen. It's a shame seeing that T6, man. I mean, it's got so much dust on it. It's just a shame. Grandpa's no longer here, but he wasn't messing with that T6. I mean, he's just staying alive when he was. Yeah, sounds cool, man. How many guys are here? Still 45. That's amazing. You guys are the best. Thumbs this thing up. 2 hours and 16 minutes, man. It's getting to be so late I shouldn't eat. One of these days when I'm more in charge of my schedule, I'd like to come for the full events sometimes. Dennis Farley, I got nothing for comments in a minute. Everybody dip. Any new ones? You guys are all asleep. It's my fault. I'm up all night, says Randy. He's up all night. Guys, Neffy's awesome. Jet Jam's going to be awesome. I really like Neffy for my buddies who aren't into jets to be able to come and see everything and eat, man. Pilots need their fuel. Finish the F4 birdcage, says Michael Sherman. Awesome. You post up pictures of it on the Pilots Lounge and Facebook. Mitchell Farley says, if you made it this far, go to the next step and hit Patreon. That's cool. If you guys do like exclusive content, that's one thing I'm trying to do there. My wife loves the idea of Patreon. And when you break down the math, it really has the potential to be way better than any ad revenue on YouTube and small percentage that Amazon does. And also Teespring, just like how many shirts do you want? You know, that is short-lived. About 5 hours a night. Randy, I'm in the same boat, bro. That's how I get the editing done. I just stay up till I pass out. Kowalski's just flight planning to Reese. That's awesome. If you get Steve Reese on the phone, tell him what you're coming there for. He'll get a kick out of it. Tell him you're coming to fly models with Ryan Ramsey. He'll die. He'll totally die. The guy's known me since I was 8 years old. Dave, you have been killing it on the diet. That is no doubt, Dennis. What an inspiration, man. You know, it's funny, when I took my lessons at Reese, I would have airplane models in the car. And then when I was done with the lessons, I would go to the AMA right there and practice what I just learned at the AMA. S turns on a road, right, with the e-flite PT-19. I remember doing that stuff. You know, it's funny about those things. It really does give you something to work on because it's really easy to just kind of wank around. Dennis Farley, why don't you fly the T6? The real one? Is that what you're talking about, Dennis? Because I don't want to die, mostly. I don't have my license because I found models instead in instant gratification. It's a classic story. We moved, had a bunch of kids. We moved out of town, and it's on my bucket list. But man, the models have been pretty good to me. What's really going to be the clincher is when model airplane media business affords me to get my license. That's going to be a full circle thing that is in the bucket list radar. So if I were to take one of those planes, firstly, I'm just realistic. Like, I could pretend I'm a badass, but the T6 is a killer. It's a tail dragger anyway. Even high wing planes, tail dragger certification, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, is something that's its own thing over just like, tricycle gear setups. So, and that's when you're talking a Cub or whatever like that. So a Warbird that's tail dragger and a T6, all that power and that weight, it's one of those things that I know I'm not ready for. Even though I've had my hands on the stick as a kid, I didn't do the important stuff like take off and land. So the PT-19/26 would be the better first choice for me if I were to be a millionaire and restore one of those, because they need that now. They need full treatment to be really airworthy at this point. They've been sitting too long. The spar in the PT-19 is it's a wood thing. You got to inspect for dry rot and things like that. As an experienced of a pilot as Dave Kowischke is, he says he would even probably wind up dead in a T6. It's pilots that respect that T6. Model in the model world, not everybody gives T6 the kind of respect it deserves, but like full scale pilots know that T6 is to be respected. Yeah, Dave. You to just be able to survive some flying one with only a ground loop you'd be successful. It's a tricky bird. I tell you what, Flight Chops is a YouTube channel. Some of you guys may know it. This guy, it's an amazing deal. He flies all kinds of stuff. He's taken people on his journey, learning how to fly all these different planes. And he's probably got a handful of videos on him learning to fly, RCAF version, Harvard T6 from the North American, the Canadian. Anyway, it's like the North American Aviation Canadian Harvard Associate, something like that. Anyway, you're still on. I went flying the night rating and came back. Yeah, we're still here, dude. Yeah, check out the Flight Chops YouTube channel if you want to see what it really takes to get qualified in a T6 and how this guy's a good pilot and he's spooked. He's respecting this T6 in a big way. So yeah, T6 will kill you. Steve-O1 Knievo is great to watch as well, says Michael Sherman. Yes. Get a partner or two. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, one of these days, How awesome would that be? I really didn't get that. I got like 10 hours in or something. And then we moved and children and just, it never happened again. But I couldn't, one of the things that I longed for the most, and I did my lessons in a Musketeer, like a 71 Musketeer, still had ashtrays in it. But, I've had a lot of jobs, and some jobs you really get to where the equipment is an extension of yourself, right? I drove forklift at the lumberyard at Lowe's, which is, there's big, heavy stuff at the top. You get really good on a forklift, and you really feel like you have ownership over that machine. My lessons were so few and far between that I never really felt like, and I did okay, but I never really felt like I had that ownership, like I know I have the aptitude for. And I won't even call it a regret because I'm not done yet. Like the fat lady has not sang, right? But I long for that. And you guys have heard me speak like that before, like the perfect landing, like you always just try for that again. The perfect golf swing, you kind of try for that again. So I want to feel that familiarity with the machine. I never really got to, we did our stall practices and all that kind of stuff and recoveries and all that, but I really, really, really didn't get to push the limits of anything. And I would like to. Man, 2.5. That's going to be it, y'all. 2.5, 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Brian Chambers, I see you. I see you. That's his Keith. That's his Grumman and his avatar. Cool. Very small, hard to see. Just finished a complete bare metal restoration. Nice. Somebody's uploading right now. Lee Davidson. That's awesome, Keith. If we were millionaires, I feel like you have to be rich, but I know some of you guys aren't. It's just where you put your priorities, right? I can't see it right now. And there's 2 planes in the family, like that I don't know what's going to happen with them. Oh, man. Every week. Wrecking Roy's says 5. Is that the countdown deal? Guys, thanks so much for hanging out this long. 2.5 hours. I really don't ever plan on that, but yeah. But that's what it's become. Thanks for all your support, guys. It's starting to be flying season again, so check out the channel. You might have missed something. Been uploading a lot of videos, probably 2 or 3 times a week. That's not a promise. That's just me trying to keep up with the amount of things we're making. Rob Trucking Bear, my friend just got his pilot's license at age 47. He just rents planes for, hey, that's the way to go, man. Mitchell Farley, thanks so much. Flying Ant says he hadn't flown in about 36 years as a student pilot, but I flew enough hours that I feel I could step right back in there. Yeah, man. It's something magical. It's so funny. The models lead to full scale, and full scale leads the models and back again. It's just a big circle. And, I started off my first experiences growing up in an aviation, household, full scale, and forgot about it. And then models happened, and which took me back to full scale to get lessons. And I never finished them, but here I am in model town. And where the only place to go really is to full scale again someday. Someday, maybe. That's great, Rob. Good to see you here. I've never seen you here. Consider subscribing, notify your, hit the bell so you're notified when we post new stuff. We do this live stream every week, 9 months in a row, 36 shows, consistently hanging out. It's a good time. And I really, the main purpose, I think, is, the flight videos and all. But this show has really turned into something where it's even taken me on the road to interview CEOs of hobby companies and things like that, which is really neat. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up because I respect your time, and I'll just hang out forever if I don't. Nice. Everybody respond, subscribe, check out each other's channels. If you missed anything here, you'll need an afternoon to catch up on the replay. But anyway, thanks for coming by, everybody. I really appreciate your support. There's a million ways, maybe 10, not a million, ways to connect on social. If you have any questions, guys know that I'm good for it. Like, I take a lot of phone calls. Guys will ask me a question. It's just like I can't answer it in a comment. So I'll be like, call me. And we talk and we deliver the best value we can. It's funny. It's like I feel like I'm in customer service, although I really don't sell anything other than I have this influencer marketing thing at Amazon or whatever. But I still want to. I might as well, because I'm all about giving you the best answer possible. Yes, Anthony. Kevin Jones, see you later. Fred Barron, Randy. Much love, Kevin. Yes, John. I enjoyed spins and negative G's and non-acrobatic 172, but that's been a while. Out of 1-2, did my dive instructor. Thank you, Ryan and Mike, Raymond, Melina, MSJ. All right, guys. How do we do this thing? We're out of here in 5. Hanger-Rats forever. 3 you later. Too good to be forgotten. Stick 'em monkey pants. Fair winds and following skies, guys. We'll see you. Hanger-Rats out of here. Everybody, see you on social. Hit me in the videos. It's awesome when you watch the flying videos that are released during the week or the builds or whatever. Say hello, because I recognize your name. It's always cool. I love to see you in the regular comment sections of those videos. It really lights me up to know that you're coming over there and that you take the time to say something. Super nice. Thanks a lot, guys. You are the absolute best, and you're the reason I'm doing this. And it's because of you guys in this fantastic community that companies like Hobby Zone want to take me to Minnesota to do giveaways and stuff. Can't believe it. I'm so pumped. Thank you so much, guys. Stick 'em monkey pants. Later. Boom.